Okay, so today's exit ticket wanted us to find the equation of the line that goes through the points 1, 2 and 0, 3. And another way of saying that is saying if we had plotted those 2 points, 0, 3 would be up here and 1, 2 would be over here. If we plotted those points and drew a line through them, what would the equation of that line be? And so here's how we do it. We want to put it into our slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So the first thing we're going to do is to find the slope, because we know the formula for slope. And the formula for slope is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And let's just label our points so we know what we're doing. Let's say this is x1, y1, and x2, y2. That way we can plug into this equation. So let's see. y2 was a 3, y1 was a 2, so that's 3 minus 2, over x2 was a 0, and x1 was a 1, so that's 0 minus 1. So that's going to give us 1 on the numerator and negative 1 on the denominator. 1 divided by negative 1 is just negative 1, so our slope is negative 1. Okay? So that's our first step, finding the slope. Our next step is to plug that slope in to our y equals mx plus b. So again, our template is y equals mx plus b. The points that we have right now are 1, 2 and 0, 3, and we just found out that m is equal to negative 1. Since we know this, we can write that into our equation. So then we have y equals negative 1x plus b. Now the only thing missing from our equation is the b. We know what m is, we just need to figure out what b is. And the easiest way to do this is to plug in one of these points. I'm going to choose 0, 3 because that looks like the easiest, where 0 is the x and 3 is the y. If 0 is x and 3 is y, I can use those points and plug them in to my equation right here. So that's going to be 3 equals negative 1 times 0 plus b. Again, I got this 0 from the x point of this coordinate, and I got the 3 from the y coordinate of this ordered pair. Okay? So let's simplify that. That's 3 equals 0 plus b. That's 3 equals b, so we know b is 3. And finally, we can plug that in to our equation. So finally, our answer is y equals negative 1x plus 3. And if we want to be really formal, we can change it to y equals just negative x plus 3, because we know that 1s are invisible if they're coefficients. So that's our final answer. Okay, and just to make sure you know how to do it, I want you to do this last problem. Find the find the equation of the line that goes through the points 2, 2 and 1, 4. So you're going to eventually have an answer that's going to be in y equals mx plus b form. So try that out on yourself, and if you get it right, then you've mastered this objective.